You are welcome once again. I bring you greetings from the camp of Nomorewalls. My name is Rashad Adujemfikese, and with today's segment, I bring you IELTS. Now, one may ask, what is IELTS? IELTS is an English language testing system that assesses one on his or her listening, speaking, writing, or reading skills. Now, the IELTS is jointly owned by the British Council, the IDP, the IELTS Australia, and the Cambridge Assessment English. It helps you develop the kind of skills that you will need in everyday life, whether you are at a college, you are at work, or you are talking to your friends. Now, there are two main types of the IELTS. We have the IELTS Academic, which is for higher education or professional training. We have the IELTS General training, which is for the secondary education, migration, or for training. Now, the IELTS test is made up of 4 categories. We have the listening, which is the same for both the academic and the general training, and we also have the speaking, which is also the same for the general and the academic teaching. Now, we have the academic reading and we have the general training reading. We have the academic writing and the general training writing. Now, if you are thinking of studying, working, or living in an English-speaking country, I recommend IELTS for you because it is the world's most popular English language test for higher education and global migration. One may ask, who accepts IELTS? Now, over 10,000 organizations globally accept the IELTS. It is the most popular test for higher education, working abroad. It also gives you a huge number of options. Now, there are several universities that accept IELTS. And also there are several countries too that accept IELTS. The United Kingdom, for instance, accept IELTS for its visa and immigration purposes. In Australia, there are over 1,000 organizations in Australia that accept IELTS, including the Department of Immigration and Border Protection. Within the United States, there are over 3,400 institutions in the USA that accept IELTS. Also within Canada, IELTS is accepted by the Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, that is the IRCC, and over 350 institutions accept IELTS in Canada. Within the New Zealand, the Immigration of New Zealand accepts IELTS along with several other organizations. Now, also, IELTS is accepted globally. IELTS is recognized in Germany, in Malaysia, in the Netherlands, and many other countries around the globe. The worldwide availability of IELTS makes it an attractive option than its peers. Remember, we have the other English language testing systems such as the Duolingo, the TOEFL, the TOEIC, and the others. But the IELTS is the one attractive because it is accepted by plenty institutions across the globe. Now, the IELTS is being run by the British Council. Now, the British Council is the UK's international organization for cultural relations and educational opportunities. Now, when you book your test with IELTS, there are so many opportunities that you get. For instance, if you are booking your test and you book it with the British Council, you get so many opportunities. For instance, they will give you the preparation materials, the convenience in choosing a date and location. Your test report form is being sent to you free of charge. And also, if you want to send your reports to several institutions, they can do it on your behalf at no cost. Booking your test is easy. You can pay online or you can pay at the bank. Now, why will you need IELTS? If you are applying to study or work or live in the United Kingdom or any English-speaking country, you will need an IELTS. For visa applications, the UK Home Office has an approved list of secure English language tests. This includes the IELTS for UKVI and the IELTS Life Skills. To find out whether you need to, which test you need to write, you can see me on the Facebook page Rashad Nanakese on Telegram and my WhatsApp platforms. I will explain which test you need, because there are several categories of tests that or of different types of tests that you need for the IELTS writing. Now let's continue. Let's look at some of the frequently asked questions about IELTS. I said we have the IELTS for UKVI. The IELTS for UKVI is a government-approved English language test that can be used to support of a UK visa and immigration application. With the IELTS UKVI, we have the IELTS UKVI Academic, and we have the IELTS UKVI for General training. We also have the IELTS Life Skills. The IELTS Life Skills is used for specific types of application. A family of a settled person. Assuming you are already in the United Kingdom and you want to pick your family to you over there, they are supposed to write some type of IELTS which is different from the academic or the general training. We call it the IELTS Life Skills. Now, a family of a settled person visa, that is those dependents, is supposed to write the IELTS Life Skills. Now, if you are trying to book your IELTS, as I already said, there are several ways of doing so. You can book it online by going to www.takeielts.org to find your nearest test center and choose a convenient date. Or you can book in person. You can walk into any of the accredited British Council location and book the exams yourself. Now, someone may ask, where and when can I take my test for my UK visas and immigration application? Tests are available throughout the world in locations specified by the UK Visas and Immigration, that is the UKVI. One may also ask, if I take an IELTS test for UK visa purposes, can I use my result in other countries for other purposes? Yes, the IELTS test the IELTS test results are accepted by more than 10,000 organizations worldwide, including colleges, universities, and government institutions and employers. One may also ask, how often are the IELTS for UKVI and the IELTS Life Skills test available? Test dates will be available within the 28 days at permanent locations and quarterly at pop-up locations. So anytime you are ready to book your IELTS, there will be a test date available for you. Someone will also ask, after writing my IELTS, when will I get my results? Test results for computer-delivered IELTS. Now, mind you, you can take your IELTS on the computer and you can take it in the physical form, that is pen and paper. Now, with the computer-delivered IELTS, results are available within 3 to 5 days of your test. And also with the paper-based IELTS, they are available 13 days after your test. Now, one may also ask another question like, how is my IELTS test different if I'm taking it for UK visa purposes? Separate sessions will be held for UKVI applicants. You must ensure you register for an IELTS for UKVI test. Test dates of the location listed will be shown. Please, if you are using the IELTS for UK visa immigrations, you shouldn't go and book the IELTS for different category. Though you've written the IELTS, but your results may not be accepted by the institution. One may ask, I took my IELTS and I failed. How often can I retake my test? For IELTS and the IELTS for UKVI, there are no restrictions on re-registration or retaking of your test. Now, with the IELTS Life Skills, if you pass the test, you cannot retake it at the same level for a period of 2 years. If you do not pass it, there are no restrictions on retaking the test. I hope you get it. If you pass the test, you can use the certificate for maximum of 2 years, and it can go beyond if you are working within an English speaking country or you are using English as your daily language. Now let's continue with the questions. What is the format of the IELTS life skills test? You take the test with another test taker and one examiner. Your own performance on both speaking and the listening will be assessed during this one session. Another question one may ask is that, how does the IELTS life skills only cover the speaking and the listening? The new test has been designed to meet specific immigration requirements, where applicants only need to demonstrate their speaking and listening skills. Still on the IELTS life skills, one may ask, how long does the IELTS life skills test take? Now, the IELTS life skills A1 takes 16 to 18 minutes, and the A2 takes 20 minutes, and the B1 takes 22 minutes. Someone may also ask, is there any break between the speaking and the listening sections? No, you'll be assessed on your speaking and listening skills at the same time. Now, let's ask, how is the IELTS skills, the life skills assessed? A certified IELTS examiner will assess your performance throughout the speaking and the listening test based on the following criteria. That is, obtaining information, conveying information, speaking to communicate, engaging discussion. The performance of the other test taker paired with you in the IELTS life skills test does not affect the assessment of your own performance. Now, how many copies of the test report form will you get? You will receive 1 copy of the IELTS life skill test report form. So that will be all for today with the introduction to IELTS. We will continue more lessons very soon. Thank you and bye-bye.